get right with God. So I said, what else did he say? He said, nothing. How you doing, 50? So when she told me that, I was like, okay, I'm going to take it for what it's worth. So within 24 hours later, I got the news about my sister. So it's like, I'm thinking now that,
You understand the message, why that message was given to you. See, I don't think things happen by
so,
coincidence, you know. When she had that dream,
no,
it's
they
because
don't.
God
They
gave to
don't.
her.
They
The,
don't happen by coincidence.
yes.
So like when she said that to me, said, you have to get right. I look at that and I know that I have to because it's a true statement,
Uh, right
and that
now,
doesn't mean that you have to be Jewish, Christian, Muslim, or Baptist. That means you just have to live a righteous life and live at peace.
this is going to be a trying time for you now.
Well,
This is going to be a trying time for you. Absolutely. This is going to be a time now where, see, it's like, it's this moment where the evil entities, the devil, whatever it is you want to call it, this is when they really fuck with you, okay? Because they feed on
yeah,
your negative emotions, they feed on misery, right? This is
yep,
the time now where you have to have a profound faith in God and trust in God, and just and understand that your siblings are at peace right now. They're not suffering. It's not like they're they're non-existent, or they're like on in the
yeah.
next life and they're suffering. They're not. They're at peace right
And it's just,
now, and
it's just like with my sister. I knew she had cancer. You know what I mean? So once I knew how bad it was and studying about it and reading about it, I knew what to expect. So emotionally and mentally, I was prepared for that. You
yeah,
know,
but your brother,
but but
that's
my brother was like, you talk to somebody Friday afternoon, you're talking to somebody Friday afternoon, laughing and joking, and they're like, bro, I'm coming back to move to North Carolina with you. Fuck Boston. I'm like, for real, fuck Boston. Ain't shit in Boston. You know, and then 48 hours later to get that phone call is like devastating. And I've never I've never seen somebody on life support, but I've seen
so
my brother on
they
life
put him
support
on.
Wednesday,
Oh
and
wow.
I've seen him on life support and what he looked like, and I was wondering that is that cruel and unusual punishment?
Absolutely not. No, I don't think so. See, we're not
You
in that
know,
position, so we don't. I honestly, I feel if somebody's on life support, you keep them on that life support, because if the Lord was going to take them, the Lord would take them regardless of them being on life support. Life support's there. Human beings made it through science. God gave us the ability to make science, and God gave us science and gave us the ability to understand it and manipulate it. So I feel that things like life support are within God's plan. And if we keep somebody on life support, if the Lord wanted to take that person, whether they're on life support or not, they're gonna go. That's I truly
yeah,
believe that.
you're gonna say what's crazy? My sister was on the machine, like my brother was on the machine, right? He was living on the machine. But when I leaned over to whisper in his ear and just pray in his ear, it's a smell.
A smell.
It's a smell that you'll never forget that's coming off the body. It's like you ever you ever hug your boyfriend after you and him have maybe you ever be intimate with someone in like a real hot room and it's sweaty and their body has this certain odor to it, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I can't explain the odor. It's like a strong pheromone odor. Like it's not a stink, it's not a sweet, but it's like a smell. I
Well,
can't
I mean, because
explain
they're
it.
laying in bed and they're not bathing, they're not bathing or anything. Plus, also like when someone's shot, they were bleeding and stuff, and the blood itself, when blood dries, It doesn't smell good. And I know this because my ex, when he got shot, the second time he got shot, when I went to the hospital to go save his goddamn life, because I saved that dude's life. Okay, that's a whole other story, but I did save his life because he was gonna bleed to death. Um, I was given his clothing, and the it was very pungent. It was the clothing that was soaked with all the blood. It was very pungent, and the odor also that came off of him having the bullet wounds. Yes, it was a very pungent smell. So, I never like had the smell of someone on life support, but I did experience someone being shot before that I really cared about, and he wasn't even on life support, and it still had a smell. So I do understand.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's as strong as the smell that your brother may have had, but I
I
comprehend
don't
what you're
know. I
saying.
don't know what that smell is. That's the first time I smelled it, but
It's a combination. It's a combination of them not being bathed and then the blood having settled and stuff, like drying up and everything. Like so it's a combination of that.